Hey guys, it's Fred and Sheila McCoy at the Hatfield-McCoy Museum in Liberty, Kentucky. FredMcCoy.com. Go to the top of the page, click on whatever you want. Sheila is behind the camera.
Hi guys, hoping you're having a great day.
We made 2 or 3 videos today, and I've been on every one of them, but let me...
I don't need to be on them. Hi guys, hope you're having a great day.
She don't like to be on it, but I like for her to...
I'm better behind the scenes.
Yeah, doing what? Show them what you're always doing to me. This is going to be an interesting segment to some of you, maybe, hopefully. We like to bring things that especially people haven't heard or didn't know, and we know it was interesting to us whenever we heard it for the first time and collected these items. But Sheila's going to show you some pictures here and see if you've seen these pictures before. That is Cap Hatfield. Beside him is Anse. Down below is French Ellis, one of the guys that run with Devil Anse and worked with them. And of course, there's the old geezer himself, Devil Anse Hatfield. And he's dressed up, and there's the Mexican spurs. There's Stephen Hatfield, that's mine and Sheila's friend, and down on the bottom's the old sombrero. Now, what is Devil Anse doing dressed up like a Mexican? And, well, I'm going to tell you what Stephen Hatfield told us.
Okay.
And it makes sense, and I've always wondered what it was. Some people says it's where he was making a silent movie, and there was a Mexican scene in it, and he dressed up like that. Stephen says that's not so. Stephen says that while Cap Hatfield and Anse was out west, they went over into Mexico, and when they were on the run, and Cap bought an entire Mexican outfit. Here it is, down here with French Ellis. You can see him. Yep. And they've got the spurs on. Of course, he's got his rifle. We was done a segment a while ago on guns, and there's 2 of them. There's every one of them.
Every one of them's got
Yeah, they've got
guns.
pistols up top, and Cap and Anse, and the other ones, Devil Anse and French Ellis has got shotguns or rifles.
Okay.
But he says that when Cap and Anse was out west running from the law, that they went over into Mexico, and Cap bought an entire Mexican outfit. And when he brought it home, when he did return home, that the family had fun with it, just each one of them. And if you'll notice, it's the same hat.
Yeah.
It's the same top. It's the same.
The hats have stars on it.
Everything they've got.
Fringe on the shoulders.
And they took turns dressing up and taking pictures. We all know that if there was a camera handy, Devil Anse was going to be in the lens. And there it is once again. But we found that interesting that when we heard that story, because we had always heard the story concerning maybe a movie that they done, and that they was dressed up as Mexicans in the movie. And he says that's not so. He says there was just one outfit, and each one of them took turns trying it on. Now here's the old Mexican spurs. And again, when you see Stephen Hatfield's picture with something that we've got, then that's giving tribute to Stephen, because Stephen had more stuff gathered and collected than, and that's how we got our West Virginia connection to Devil Anse. Once again, we had a connection to Preacher Anse. That's my great-great-grandfather, and he passed things down to my grandfather. In fact, this box right here would be Preacher Anse's old saddle. We was talking about the well. You know, he had a well in front of his house at the cabin, and there was also a well out back. There's the old dinner bell that once was off to the side of Preacher Anse's cabin. And that was things that my grandfather, which was his grandson, was passed down and got himself. So, and it just goes on and on with our collection. Some of it, like I said, everything we got here is not feud related. Everything we got was not used in the feud. But there's a lot of items that we got that was actually owned or worn or carried or whatever by those who were in the feud. And that's the history to it. Up here a while ago, we just done a segment on guns, and while we was walking around, of course, nothing's handy when you go look for it.
Yeah.
Well, here we go back to the guy talking about the pictures on the wall. Well, this is where they come in handy at. There's a better picture of what Thomas Dodson had put on the cover of his book, Devil Anse Hatfield, and either Jim Vance or George Duty. It's one or the other. That's the two men that he's been identified as. But there you are with your guns. Now look over here. Here's you at the front of our counter here. Here's you a picture. Where did Hillbilly come from? Look at Devil Anse Hatfield. You'll very seldom see Devil Anse without a gun, and you will never see Randall McCoy with a gun. And that was as different as the two men's character was. Devil Anse was a bully. He always carried his gun. Randall McCoy was a farmer, tried to get along with people, and wanted to use the justice system. So, and he's been abused all of his life from the time that happened till all through his death.
Right.
Even by his so-called great-great-great-grandson, Ron McCoy, who says that Devil Anse was a self-made man and puts Randall McCoy down. And that's on the cliffs with guns. Oh, here's a better one. In that somewhere.
Yeah, I've seen one
Yeah.
somewhere. I just can't remember where we saw him.
That's why we got so many. That's exactly what we, that's why we like having pictures, having documents.
Yeah.
So when you walk around, guys, look at this. Here's your picture. I ain't gonna do a separate video on it. Well, there's one of the pins that Stephen right over here, but I'm not gonna go into that. Come over here. I'm gonna show this picture right here, buddy. See if anybody ever seen this picture, ever noticed it. Lavisa Chafin Hatfield, the only known picture with Lavisa Hatfield smiling, approximately 1922. This was a year after Devil Anse had passed away. Now here's Lavisa. In fact, that's a picture with Devil Anse. He was beside of her, and it's been chopped or whatever you want to call it. But look at that picture right there, and tell me if I'm wrong. And I'm sure there's other pictures. I'm sure she smiled, but that's the only picture that anybody's ever produced where Lavisa was smiling, had a smile on her face.
That's the first
And
time I've
to
seen
beat it all, it was at least 1922. It was after Devil Anse Hatfield had passed away. And for the gentleman talking about the pictures, again, when you just walk through our museum, you know, I hadn't noticed the picture, hadn't paid no attention to that picture in years. It's just things that we've got, and one day you'll be walking around and you'll say, I forgot about this, or here, and it brings back a memory of where you got it, or the story that we were told when we were sent that picture, and whether that's true or not, we don't know. Again, this is Fred and Sheila. Prove us wrong. I hope there's 100 out there of her smiling. But if anybody runs across a picture of Lavisa with a smile on her face, especially a smile like that, Sheila's grinning from ear to ear. Because when somebody smiles at Sheila, Sheila smiles back. And that's sweet. But that is a cute smile.
It is.
And she is happy.
It's a cute picture.
And it's funny that, and I don't want to say nothing mean because I'm getting a head nod and this and that. I'm not saying nothing mean, but it's funny that there's none like that when she's with Devil Anse. And I'm just wondering. That's curious. Because, you know, everybody knows dominating man and domineering, or whatever the word is. Hey guys, it's Fred and Sheila McCoy. We hope you've enjoyed this story, because the Mexican spurs, the Mexican hat, the outfits they've got on, the photos. If you've ever wondered how that came about, now you know, or at least you know the story that was told to us by Stephen Hatfield, and that was Devil Anse Hatfield's great-grandson. Stephen was the grandson of Tennis Hatfield, and he's a good old boy. Anyway, Fred and Sheila McCoy, catch you next time.
Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.